What's up, y'all? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered. It's your girl, Shireal, and I'm here with my husband, Mr. OZ,
You
Henry.
know it. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
How you been this week, honey bunny?
Struggle City, baby. Struggle City out here.
Oh, you need to get it together.
Working hard for the money.
You better work hard for that money. Bring it on home.
She be had me bring home that bacon.
Let me get all of it.
Slaving me.
Need a check.
But it's all right. I love to work, take care of my family.
So y'all, we've been having, if y'all been listening over the last couple of weeks, you know, Henry and I have been in a valley, but we are getting through it.
Jesus, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
And this is where he gets the name Mr. OD.
For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. All right, I'm through.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, hey.
So we've been getting through it, y'all, and it's actually not even like trying to be funny or anything, but it's actually a good time. We've been talking about our book, I feel like, for a month or so, like for at least a month or two.
Yeah, kept forgetting the book.
Forgetting it. But guess what, y'all? We remembered it today. Y'all. It's
so. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
21 Habits of Love, a plan for romance in your marriage.
So tell us about the book, Shireal. Tell us, what do you have in your hand?
So first of all, let me just tell you how interesting life is. Like I said, we've been talking about this for months, right? First of all, we've been talking about it for years because we wrote this book back in, I feel like it was 2023, 2022 or 23, maybe 23. We wrote this back in 2023. And then we started our moving process, and then we moved, and then like a lot of things happened. And then it wasn't until this year that we actually finally got it published. And we got it published, and we had it, and we kept talking to y'all about it, and we kept forgetting it. And then 2 weeks ago happened when we went through something. And when we were going through that, intimacy was shut down. Like, nah, don't touch me. Like, literally asking him, like, why you have your hands on me? Like, why do you keep putting your hands on me? Like, I'm not there with you.
Wait, but hold up. Let me get back. I want to say something real quick about the books. So I want y'all to understand something about the publication of this book. This is not just I wrote a book and I put it on Amazon. No. My wife has the gift of writing from God. She's a published author and has published authors. So I want that to be said. Like, it's not just a simple thing. Like writing is in her blood. So the passion and the effort that's been put in by her, you'll see it. You'll feel it off of the pages. And I had like a little part to do with the book, but it was mostly her. Because that's her gift. I just want y'all to know that. So this thing is real.
I appreciate
this is real.
You.
Now go back to the part like, hands off, don't touch me.
Yeah. So we were in this high for a while. We were kind of coasting. We were just in our happy little bubble, and then what happened, and then it was like, don't touch me, right? And so. This is just the way how God it's almost like that had to happen for us to remember the book, because now we need to actually put the plan into action. Like, I think last week I had mentioned we need to just bring it back to the basics, right? Our list of like our pros and our cons, like start from the beginning to kind of like get ourselves back to where we need to be in our marriage. But so this is where this comes in. So this is why we didn't forget this, because we're gonna work the book. we're gonna actually work the book. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So this is actually a planner. So I'm just gonna like flip through the pages real quick so you can see it. It's actually a planner, and it's a guided planner to help marriages, people who are married, really like plan out how they're going to be intimate. So a couple years ago, Henry and I really kind of discovered by default, like literally listening to something online, like if you don't plan like
Like no,
romance,
it
then
was
you
like
won't have
yeah.
romance.
It was like
What
she
was
said.
it?
It was like couples that want to have sex, like plan for sex.
Yeah,
It
like
was
you have to
something like
schedule it into your day. And so we started doing that. We had like, I don't know if it was
a
2 days a week or it was like certain days a week.
it was a special day.
Like no matter what. And it's not like it couldn't happen on other days,
Yeah.
but it would happen on that day. Like so say Thursday.
It was actually Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, he remembers.
You know, I'm gonna remember anything about that.
I thought it was Thursday.
Nah, it was Wednesday.
I think it was Thursday. Go ahead.
It could have been.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So let's say let's say it
Whatever
was
day
Thursday,
it was.
right?
It was a day of the week.
You would plan for that day, no matter what happened throughout your day. That night, or even day,
Was sexy time.
was sexy time. Kids was on the okay. Y'all got to eat right now. We gonna read a book. We gonna pray. You gonna go to bed. They was out night, and it's mommy daddy time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Shireal and I both looked forward to that evening of love and of passion and of everything else that married couples do. And it got to the point where it was like It was really
so exciting. It was like that day you already knew it was going down.
Yeah.
So no matter what happened that day, it was just like whatever. Like you already knew it was going down. Like, and I think this is maybe for seasoned married couples because life happens, bro. Like, I mean, just being fully transparent. Like you're married, you working, you got the kids. Y'all gotta feed them, get them ready for school. Y'all gotta get yourselves ready for work. Like then it's 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
Now think about if you have like 2 and 3 jobs, if the kids have activities, like it ain't no time for y'all to get down and have fun. And then if it do, it be that greatest side booty.
Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying? That don't nobody want. Or be like lazy sex. And you be like, and that's how you turn it into like mundane, like, I don't even want to have sex. Like it becomes boring because it's not treated.
No man wants sympathy.
That's right. It gets boring because it's not treated with the proper, like, it's not given the proper nutrients that it needs to grow.
But the other part of that, ladies, is intimacy is more than sex. So for us, it's a whole thing. So the cool thing about these days was like the sex was almost like the cherry on top of the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Because that day that you knew it was coming, like Henry sending me all these, hey babe, how you doing? And I'm writing back, I'm good. How are you? You know, like it's these, now that we already know what's going down, it's like this whole like leading up to it, like flirting and like making sure like we're taking time out to like, good morning. Like we know today is the morning, you know, like just being
good.
Making sure we invest the time in that day. Like, so it's a whole build up. It's not just oh, by the way, turn around. You know, like it's like a whole, like intimacy is bigger than sex, especially for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's the part of it. And that's kind of how the idea for the book came about. And so we really give literal, like, specific things to do every day for 21 days to help build your intimacy. And then so we also, I'm not going to show it like fast because we want you to buy the book. But we also, so what we also do is after we give the specific instructions, we want you to record like how it made you feel so you can go back and talk about it and like decide, you know.
Now the recording is like by writing.
Yeah, like write it, record, journal.
Not recording.
So we want you
video.
to journal it so you can go back to it and talk about it and continue to build upon it and what worked and how can we add to that, or maybe that didn't work. So it's really like a project for the both of you.
Mm.
And so anyways, saying all that to say, we are going to do this. We're going to work our own book. How can we expect for y'all to be interested if we don't do it our own selves? So we're going to, on social media, work through our book. And we would like for those of you who feel this could be a benefit to you to get your own copy and work through your copy with us.
Let me say this:
Yeah.
just because you may have great intimacy in your marriage, doesn't mean it can't get better. Because it can get better. We interviewed a couple years ago, and they were married like 30 years, and we said, what keep you guys so, you know, connected and like one thing they mentioned was like intimacy, and it was like it's been better than ever. And we were like, really? They was like, yes, like you just don't know. And I was like, okay. It was surprising to hear that because in some marriages, as you get older, things go down. Things may not work like they used to. You never know. You might not be. I don't feel like sending no text. Or I don't want to buy no gifts. Things happen in marriage, but for them, that gave us like encouragement. Like, okay, every marriage doesn't look the same, and there are great points and highs that you can keep looking at to aspire to be or to have in your marriage. And this book, 21 Days Habit 21 Habits of Love, is one of them.
You just proved it. Like, yeah, she wrote it. You don't even know the title. No, I'm just joking.
I mean, I am the title, but no, but I'm just saying, like, your marriage can always get better, just reaching that next level.
And beyond the better, right? Like, marriage goes through peaks and valleys, right? And so when you find yourself, like we have recently found ourselves in a valley, like one thing about Henry and I, we go through things. I think we've, from the very beginning, really established we don't want to be divorced. Like, and I think that's very important. Like,
we're not going to be divorced.
Like, yeah, like that's off the table. Like, divorce is off the table.
Facts.
So because of that, like in our worst moments, it's like, oh my God, how are we going to get through this? Because divorce is not an option. So with that being said, like the fact that we already wrote a plan for moments like this, it's like, well, let's work our own plan. And the cool thing about so it's 21 Habits of Love, and it's a 21-day instructions on how to improve your intimacy. But this book in particular has 3 months so it's actually 21 days 3 times. So you might work it for one valley in your marriage, but you can always come back and do it again. And until you perfect it. And so that's another nice thing about this book. It's not just for one situation. Like you can continue to go back and do it again and do it again. Because ultimately what this whole mission of the podcast is to create healthy, long lasting, strong marriages.
Correct.
And this is just one of the things that, the Lord has placed on our heart, and we were able to establish from that. So
I want to
go ahead.
Yeah. And I also want to just say that the number 21, it represents a lot of things. Like you do 20 things for 21 days consecutively, it becomes a habit, and it's like constant, consistent. And so you want to build this type of consistency in your marriage in order for it to flow seamlessly. And like my wife was saying, like when we go through things like valleys or highs, and then we recover and we podcast about it. One thing about marriage and marriage that is so real that God uses us as a vessel to experience pain and suffering or hurt. And then he gives us the grace to be able to express it and to put it out in a nice little 20-minute package. but you don't see what's behind that 20 minutes that we go through.
Mm.
Like, this stuff is real. Like, and we realize early, like, tag, like, we go through this to be able to talk about it for others to get healing or get insight in their marriage and to help them grow as
It
we're growing. And so it's a hurtful thing. Yes, the rewards are wonderful. At the same time, it does hurt because we have to reveal this pain and this suffering that we go through for you all. Like, it's what God purposed in us with this with marriage unmastered. And so we don't take it lightly when we speak on these things. If you hear us, it's like, well, it sounds like they tiptoeing around, like, because it's real things, it's real emotion, it's real pain, it's real, and you can't hide pain. You can't hide you can't hide things like that.
you can hide them. People hide that all the time.
You can hide if you want, but like, you're not a hider. I'm not a hider, so it's like
Hider.
it's
Oh
not
my
gonna happen.
gosh. Oh my
You're gonna
gosh.
see like tag, like, that hurt. Like, that's what they'll say. Like, you'll say like, dang, he's hurting or she's hurting, and vice versa. But yeah, I just want y'all to know, like, just the seriousness of like this book. It's not just a book, but it's really a tool to help you gain more romance and intimacy in your marriage, not just sexually, but connecting spiritually and and on a deeper emotional level, and knowing your spouse, knowing your wife, knowing your husband, getting to know them in the areas that they may feel vulnerable at or where they never exposed or showed themselves, but getting to know them so you can build a stronger connection. That's what this book is for.
And I also want to just add that we were very thoughtful and intentional in what the habits are. We wrote it to make sure that if you have kids, it's not going to hinder you from doing the habits.
Mm.
If you're busy, it's not going to hinder you from doing the habits. If you're out of town, it's really not going to hinder you. Like, you really can, no
If you're out of
matter
town, it
your
might be
situation,
enhancement.
because we're both. We us. We both work multiple jobs. We both do activities. We both got we have kids. Like, so we had to write it in a way that would none of that would be your excuse. Like, if you're committed to the process, you can do it. And they're fast, quick steps. It don't none of them really cost any money. So we wanted to make sure it was something that is attainable, that was realistic. Not don't go buy a parachute and jump off the Eiffel Tower together. Like, it was
Yeah.
literally, things you could do right in your house with your kids upstairs sleep, just to make sure that y'all are connecting. And to be clear, these are um, tasks. It's not sex. Now, sex is in there for sure, but that's not what the book is about. That's just the bonus of the book. So, yeah, me and Henry are gonna work the book, and we are gonna share with y'all. But look for that on the social media, because we're gonna start it on a certain day, and we also want y'all to do it with us. So, and we want, how we are. Please send us your feedback. Send us your videos. Let us know how it's working out.
Yeah, send us your information
We want all of that.
on email.
Yeah,
Even
like,
if you want to remain discreet, we
anonymous.
understand that.
But you could
We respect
definitely
that.
leave a review. Like, we want to hear the stories, because we're not doing this just for us. We're gonna share it with y'all, and we would like for y'all to share it with us. Because our prayers that it is successful and it does work, right?
Yeah. Now
So,
let me say something. The minute one of you, whether it's the husband or the wife, decides, "Babe, I want to try this," and if you might get a little resistance from the one side, just know that God has something great in your marriage, because with anytime you go up a hill or you're going moving forward, you're going to get resistance. So if resistance shows itself in the beginning, just know that it's meant for you to go through with this and to do it.
So yeah, check out the website, y'all. MarriageUnmastered.com. You could get the book right from our website, or you could check it out, pull it up on Amazon. It's easy access. Get it the next day. Prime delivery. So while whatever's in your Amazon cart, go on and add this book. Let's make it a bestseller too. I think it's definitely something that you're gonna enjoy, and we put our hearts into it, and we really pray that it really enhances your romance and your marriage, and pray for us, because like I said, we're not trying to have you do something that we ain't gonna do ourselves. We gonna work it together. Henry and I are in a healing time in our marriage, and we want to get through it, and we have this tool that we created, and we're going to use it to help us get through this particular valley. So yeah, check it out, y'all. All right, so that's all we got for y'all today. Order the book, marriageunmastered.com. Thank you so much for listening to us again, and we will check you out next week. Bye.
Peace.